Your heart partner is about to take a risk because of your silence. Don't scroll, listen to this, because the very second your eyes landed here something in your chest tightened and softened at the same time, and that's how you know this message is for you. Your heart needs this right now, so stay with me and breathe, because what you've been calling silence was never absence, it was alignment, and the universe has been using it like a tuning fork to wake someone up. Don't scroll, listen to this, because your quiet wasn't weakness, it was wisdom, and while you thought you were simply protecting your peace, something much bigger was unfolding behind the scenes, something destiny-driven, something divinely guided, something that reached straight into the soul of the person who is connected to you at the heart level. This message is for you. Your heart needs this right now, because your heart partner felt the moment you went still. They felt the shift like the air changed in the room, like a song cut off mid-note, like something sacred paused and demanded attention. And listen to this, don't scroll, because they didn't expect it, they didn't prepare for it, and they definitely didn't think your silence would hit them harder than any argument or goodbye ever could. Your heart needs this right now, because that silence you chose became a mirror, and in that mirror they saw themselves clearly for the first time, not the version they show the world, but the version that knows they hesitated, delayed, played it safe, or hid behind fear when love was asking them to step forward. Don't scroll, listen to this, because the universe started nudging them the moment you stopped explaining yourself, stopped chasing clarity, stopped reaching out to soothe confusion that wasn't yours to carry, and that nudge turned into a tap, and that tap turned into a wake-up call they couldn't ignore. This message is for you. Your heart needs this right now, because while you were choosing stillness, your heart partner was spiraling inward, replaying moments, rereading old messages, remembering the sound of your voice, the calm in your presence, the way being with you felt like coming home after a long, exhausting journey. Don't scroll, listen to this, because signs started appearing for them everywhere, not gently, but insistently, angel numbers showing up at the exact moments your name crossed their mind, 1111 when they imagined telling you the truth, 222 when they realized balance was gone, 555 when the urge to change became impossible to push down, and your heart needs this right now because these weren't coincidences. They were confirmations. Don't scroll, because the universe has been speaking to them in dreams too, dreams where you appear calm, grounded, not chasing, not pleading, just present or sometimes walking away, and they wake up with a knot in their chest realizing how close they came to losing something irreplaceable. This message is for you. Your heart needs this right now, because your silence stripped away their excuses, it removed the noise, it shut down the distractions, and suddenly they were alone with the truth of how deeply they feel about you. Don't scroll, listen to this, because they've been restless, pacing rooms, checking their phone without knowing why, starting messages they don't send, rehearsing conversations in their head where they finally say what they should have said long ago, and the reason they can't find peace is because peace doesn't live in avoidance. Your heart needs this right now, because the universe is pushing them toward a crossroads, a moment where staying silent hurts more than taking a risk, where fear of rejection is finally outweighed by fear of regret, and that's where courage is born. Don't scroll, because you may have felt emotional waves lately that didn't make sense, sudden heaviness, sudden calm, random memories surfacing, and that's because energetic cords don't disappear just because two people stop talking, they respond to shifts, awakenings, and decisions forming in the unseen. This message is for you. Your heart needs this right now, because your heart partner is being forced to confront what your presence meant in their life, not as an option, not as convenience, but as alignment, and alignment shakes loose anything that was built on comfort alone. Don't scroll, listen to this, because they are starting to realize that the connection between you wasn't ordinary, it wasn't timing-based or surface level, it was soul recognition, the kind that rearranges priorities and exposes patterns, and once someone tastes that kind of connection, everything else feels muted by comparison. Your heart needs this right now, because the universe is preparing them to do something they never thought they would, something bold, something honest, something that risks vulnerability instead of hiding behind distance, and the reason this risk is forming now is because your silence made space for truth to get loud. Don't scroll, because this isn't about you waiting or hoping or wondering if they'll choose you. This is about you standing in your worth while the universe handles what you couldn't force, and that is powerful. This message is for you. Your heart needs this right now, because you were never meant to convince anyone of your value. Your stillness did that without a single word. Don't scroll, listen to this, because as they sit with their thoughts, they're realizing that the version of themselves who stayed silent, who hesitated, who avoided the leap, is not who they want to be anymore, and growth always demands a risk. Your heart needs this right now, because the universe doesn't awaken people gently forever, eventually it applies pressure, and that pressure is what turns longing into action. Don't scroll, because something is building, a message being drafted, a call being considered, a truth being prepared, and while the timing isn't fully revealed yet, the intention is forming clearly. This message is for you. Your heart needs this right now, because your role is not to break your silence out of fear, but to stay aligned, grounded, and open, trusting that what is meant for you will move toward you without you abandoning yourself. Don't scroll, listen to this, because silence can be sacred when it's chosen from self-respect, and the universe honors that kind of strength. Your heart needs this right now, because whatever risk your heart partner is about to take will not come from impulse, but from awakening, from nights spent wrestling with truth, from signs they can no longer ignore, from the deep knowing that losing you would be a loss they'd carry for a lifetime. Don't scroll, because this story is not ending in confusion, it's moving toward clarity, and clarity doesn't always arrive loudly. Sometimes it arrives as a steady pull, an undeniable urge to finally step forward. This message is for you. Your heart needs this right now, because the silence you chose was not an ending, it was the trigger, and somewhere right now, the person tied to your heart is gathering the courage to risk everything they were afraid to risk before, and when that moment comes, you'll feel it before you see it, a calm certainty settling in your chest, reminding you that the universe was listening the whole time. Don't scroll, stay right here, because if you're hearing this now it means the universe is continuing the conversation, and this message is still for you. Your heart needs this right now, so let the words move slowly through you and listen to this, because part 2 is where the risk begins to feel real. Not imagined, not distant, but alive in the chest of the person who is connected to you at the soul level. Don't scroll, because your heart partner is no longer just thinking about you, they are feeling the weight of what happens if they don't act, and that weight is pressing on them in quiet moments, in the drive home, in the pause before sleep, in the seconds right before they reach for their phone and stop themselves. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now, because the universe is tightening the space between thought and action, and that tightening feels like emotional pressure they can't explain to anyone else. Don't scroll, because while you've been choosing silence to protect your peace, your heart partner has been experiencing that silence as absence, and absence has a way of clarifying value in ways presence never could. This message is for you. Your heart needs this right now, because absence teaches lessons words can't. Don't scroll, listen to this, because they're starting to realize that the version of their life without you feels flatter, quieter, less inspired, and that realization is unsettling them deeply. They go through their day doing all the same things, but nothing lands the same way. Conversations feel shallow, distractions feel empty, laughter feels delayed, and listen to this, your heart needs this right now, because when the soul recognizes what it's missing, it doesn't let go easily. Don't scroll, because signs from the universe have become more personal now, not just numbers on a clock, but phrases overheard, songs that hit too close, strangers saying things that echo your voice, moments that feel staged by something higher, and your heart needs this right now because these signs are not gentle nudges anymore, they're reminders. Don't scroll, because your heart partner has been seeing 111 when imagining telling you the truth. 3:33 when they feel emotionally overwhelmed, 5:55 when the thought of change scares them and excites them at the same time, and listen to this, your heart needs this right now, because these numbers are showing them that fear and destiny are colliding. Don't scroll, because they've started asking themselves hard questions they avoided before, why they hesitated, why they stayed quiet, why they chose comfort over courage, why they assumed there would always be more time. And those questions don't have easy answers. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now, because growth doesn't come from easy questions. Don't scroll, because your silence has made one thing painfully clear to them. They can no longer access you without honesty, they can no longer drift in and out of your energy without intention, and that boundary is forcing them to mature emotionally. This message is for you. Your heart needs this right now, because boundaries don't push people away, they reveal who is willing to rise. Don't scroll, listen to this, because they're realizing that if they don't take a risk now, they may lose the chance forever, and that thought scares them more than rejection ever could. They imagine you moving on, becoming unavailable, finding peace without them, and that image hits them in the chest like a warning. Your heart needs this right now, because fear of loss is often the final push toward truth. Don't scroll, because they've started drafting messages they never send, rehearsing words they've swallowed for too long, imagining what it would feel like to finally speak without hiding, and even though their hands shake at the thought, something inside them feels lighter when they imagine telling you everything. Listen to this. Your heart needs this right now, because truth lightens the soul even before it's spoken. Don't scroll, because the universe is rearranging their emotional world, stripping away distractions, making avoidance uncomfortable, making honesty unavoidable, and this process is not gentle, but it is necessary. This message is for you. Your heart needs this right now. Because awakening often feels like emotional unrest before it feels like peace. Don't scroll, listen to this, because you may have felt moments of calm mixed with anticipation lately, like something is forming but not yet visible, and that's because your energy is no longer tangled in uncertainty, it's standing still while destiny moves. Your heart needs this right now, because stillness is magnetic. Don't scroll, because the universe is reminding you not to break your silence prematurely, not to chase clarity, not to reach out from fear, because the risk your heart partner is about to take must come from their own awakening, not your intervention. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now, because love chosen freely is different from love pulled forward. Don't scroll, because they are starting to understand that your silence was not punishment, it was self-respect, not manipulation, but maturity, and that realization humbles them. This message is for you. Your heart needs this right now, because humility is where real love begins. Don't scroll, listen to this, because their inner dialogue is shifting from, what if it doesn't work, to, what if I don't try? And that shift is subtle but powerful. Your heart needs this right now, because courage starts as a quiet question. Don't scroll, because the universe says this risk they're preparing to take is not reckless, it's overdue, born from reflection, longing, and spiritual pressure that has nowhere else to go. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now, because overdue truth eventually demands expression. Don't scroll, because you are being protected during this process, kept at a distance not as punishment, but as preservation, so that whatever returns to you comes back clean, honest, and intentional. This message is for you, your heart needs this right now, because protection often feels like waiting. Don't scroll, listen to this, because when your heart partner finally moves, it will not feel chaotic, it will feel grounded, sincere, and emotionally exposed, and that's how you'll know it's real. Your heart needs this right now, because real things don't rush, they arrive with clarity. Don't scroll, because the universe is not done working yet, not done aligning, not done preparing. And the next shift will come when fear loses its grip and truth steps forward. This message is for you, your heart needs this right now, because what's forming is not an accident, it's the result of silence, self-respect, and divine timing working together. Don't scroll, because the risk your heart partner is about to take will change the dynamic forever, one way or another, and whatever that change brings, it will bring you closer to peace, not further from it. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now, because peace is the ultimate sign. Don't scroll, because as this unfolds, you'll notice that you feel steadier, clearer, less anxious than before, and that steadiness is your confirmation that you're exactly where you're meant to be. This message is for you, your heart needs this right now, because the universe is not asking you to do anything except trust what you've already felt deep down all along. Don't scroll, stay right here, because if you're hearing this now it means the universe is leaning in closer, and this message is still for you. Your heart needs this right now, so slow down and listen to this carefully, because part 3 is where the emotional pressure crosses a threshold, where what has been quietly building inside your heart partner starts to feel impossible to contain. Don't scroll, because your silence has continued to echo in their life long after the last word was spoken, and that echo has become louder than any conversation they're having now. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now, because silence has a way of revealing truth when distractions fall away. Don't scroll, because your heart partner is no longer just missing you in passing moments, they're feeling the absence of your energy as a constant background ache, like a song that never quite stops playing, and that ache is forcing reflection they can't escape. This message is for you, your heart needs this right now, because reflection is the doorway to awakening. Don't scroll, because they've started to notice how often their thoughts drift back to you when their guard is down, when they're tired, when they're alone, when the day finally quiets, and that tells them something they've been avoiding, that you're not a distraction, you're a truth. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now, because truth persists even when ignored. Don't scroll, because the universe has been orchestrating moments of stillness for them, removing noise, thinning out distractions, making space where feelings can rise, and in that space, your presence feels undeniable. This message is for you, your heart needs this right now, because the universe creates silence when someone refuses to listen. Don't scroll, because angel numbers have continued to show up at critical emotional moments. 333 when they feel overwhelmed, 444 when responsibility weighs heavy, 555 when the idea of change scares them and excites them at the same time. And listen to this, your heart needs this right now, because these numbers are mirrors reflecting readiness. Don't scroll, because they've begun asking deeper questions, not about you alone, but about themselves. Why they avoid vulnerability, why they wait until things feel safe, why they assume love will wait patiently while fear takes the lead. And those questions are uncomfortable but transformative. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now, because discomfort precedes growth. Don't scroll, because your silence has removed their safety net, the familiar comfort of knowing you'd always be there to soften their uncertainty, and without that net, they are forced to stand on their own emotional truth. This message is for you. Your heart needs this right now, because independence reveals sincerity. Don't scroll, because they're beginning to feel the difference between connection and attachment, between obligation and desire, between comfort and alignment, and that distinction is changing how they view their choices. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now, because clarity reshapes priorities. Don't scroll, because your heart partner has been revisiting moments you shared, not with nostalgia, but with new understanding, realizing how present you were, how honest you were, how you offered depth without demanding anything in return. This message is for you. Your heart needs this right now, because generosity of spirit leaves a lasting imprint. Don't scroll, because they are now noticing how shallow other interactions feel by comparison, how conversations lack substance, how laughter feels forced, and that contrast is uncomfortable. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now, because contrast exposes value. Don't scroll, because the universe is gently but firmly guiding them toward a realization they can no longer avoid. That silence from you is not something they can wait out, that time does not guarantee access, and that love requires courage. This message is for you. Your heart needs this right now, because courage is love in motion. Don't scroll, because you may have felt a growing steadiness in yourself, a quiet knowing that whatever happens next will not define your worth, and that steadiness is not detachment, it's alignment. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now, because alignment creates peace. Don't scroll, because your heart partner is starting to feel the urgency of choice, not pressured by you, but by the awareness that inaction is also a decision. This message is for you. Your heart needs this right now, because neutrality is rarely neutral. Don't scroll, because they're imagining scenarios where they finally speak honestly, finally risk vulnerability, finally step out of the comfort of silence, and while fear still shows up, so does relief. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now, because relief signals truth. Don't scroll, because the universe is softening their resistance through repeated reminders, songs that feel like messages, conversations that strike a nerve, moments that feel timed too perfectly to ignore. And your heart needs this right now because synchronicity is alignment speaking. Don't scroll, because they are beginning to accept that avoiding risk did not protect them, it only delayed growth, and that realization is reshaping how they see the future. This message is for you. Your heart needs this right now, because delayed growth always demands attention. Don't scroll, because you may have noticed yourself releasing expectations lately, letting go of imagined outcomes, trusting yourself to handle whatever clarity arrives, and that release is strength. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now, because surrender creates space for truth. Don't scroll, because your heart partner is now standing at an emotional crossroads, where one path leads back to comfort and the other toward honesty, and something inside them is leaning toward honesty even though it scares them. This message is for you. Your heart needs this right now, because honesty is the path of alignment. Don't scroll, because the universe is reminding you that you are not meant to wait anxiously for their decision, but to remain rooted in yourself while destiny unfolds. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now, because rooted people don't chase, they attract. Don't scroll, because your silence has not closed the door, it has clarified the threshold, and your heart partner now knows that crossing it requires intention. This message is for you, your heart needs this right now, because intention changes everything. Don't scroll, because they are feeling the emotional cost of staying quiet more acutely now, sleepless nights, restless thoughts, a sense of unfinished business, and that cost is pushing them toward action. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now, because action follows pressure. Don't scroll, because the universe is aligning timing carefully, ensuring that when they move, it comes from awareness rather than panic. This message is for you, your heart needs this right now, because awareness protects hearts. Don't scroll, because this chapter is not about resolution yet, but about momentum, about the internal shift that makes movement inevitable. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now, because inevitability has a quiet power. Don't scroll, because as this unfolds, you may notice your intuition growing louder, your trust in yourself deepening, and your peace strengthening, and those are signs you are being supported. This message is for you, your heart needs this right now, because support doesn't always look dramatic, it often looks steady. Don't scroll, because the risk your heart partner is preparing to take is forming now, not rushed, not impulsive, but born from reflection, longing, and truth. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now, because truth doesn't need urgency, it needs courage. Don't scroll, because the universe is still working behind the scenes, shaping outcomes you cannot yet see, and your only task is to stay aligned with who you are becoming. This message is for you, your heart needs this right now, because becoming is more important than waiting. Don't scroll, because when the next movement happens, you will recognize it not by chaos, but by clarity, a moment where everything makes sense without explanation. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now, because clarity is the universe's signature. Don't scroll, because the story is still unfolding, and the silence that began this shift is still doing its work, guiding both of you toward truth, one quiet realization at a time. Don't scroll, stay right here, because if you've reached this part it means the universe is still unfolding the message exactly in the order your spirit can receive it, and this message is still for you, your heart needs this right now, so listen to this slowly, because part 4 is where the emotional shift becomes undeniable, where what has been forming inside your heart partner starts to spill into their waking reality in ways they can no longer ignore. Don't scroll, because the silence you chose has now turned into a presence in their life, something they feel in quiet moments, in empty pauses, in the spaces where your voice used to be. And listen to this, your heart needs this right now, because absence doesn't erase connection, it magnifies it. Don't scroll, because your heart partner is now experiencing emotional dissonance, a strange mismatch between the life they're living and the life their soul keeps imagining, and that mismatch is uncomfortable, unsettling, and impossible to explain away. This message is for you, your heart needs this right now, because discomfort is often the first sign that change is coming. Don't scroll, because they're noticing how their body reacts when they think about you compared to everything else. How their breath deepens, how their shoulders relax, how something softens inside, and that contrast is forcing honesty they can't escape. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now, because the body recognizes truth faster than the mind. Don't scroll, because the universe has been removing distractions from their life one by one, conversations falling flat, routines losing meaning, even entertainment feeling dull. All to create stillness where truth can surface. This message is for you, your heart needs this right now, because stillness is where awakenings happen. Don't scroll, because angel numbers are now appearing not just when they think of you, but when they think of courage. 111 when imagining starting fresh, 444 when facing responsibility, 555 when change feels inevitable. And listen to this, your heart needs this right now, because the universe doesn't repeat itself without purpose. Don't scroll, because they've begun to recognize that your silence was not emotional distance, it was emotional maturity, not coldness, but clarity, and that realization humbles them deeply. This message is for you, your heart needs this right now, because humility opens hearts fear once closed. Don't scroll, because they're replaying moments with you through a new lens now, noticing the patience you showed, the grace you extended, the depth you offered without demand, and realizing how rare that was. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now, because rare connections leave lasting imprints. Don't scroll, because the universe is confronting them with a simple truth they can no longer avoid, that love requires risk, and safety without honesty is not safety at all. This message is for you, your heart needs this right now, because truth and safety are not opposites. Don't scroll, because they are now feeling the emotional cost of staying silent more clearly, nights where sleep won't come, mornings where motivation feels thin, days where something feels unfinished, and that cost is weighing heavier than the fear of speaking up. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now, because pressure always seeks release. Don't scroll, because you may have noticed yourself feeling less anxious lately, less attached to specific outcomes, more grounded in who you are, and that shift is not coincidence, it's preparation. This message is for you, your heart needs this right now, because preparation stabilizes what's coming. Don't scroll, because the universe is aligning timing carefully, ensuring that when your heart partner takes a step, it comes from clarity rather than panic, intention rather than impulse. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now, because intentional movement lasts. Don't scroll, because your heart partner is beginning to see that silence has changed the rules of engagement, that access to you is no longer guaranteed without honesty, and that realization is creating urgency. This message is for you, your heart needs this right now, because urgency clarifies priorities. Don't scroll, because they're imagining the moment they finally break the silence, not dramatically, but sincerely, and while fear still whispers, something stronger is speaking now, the desire to be real. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now, because authenticity calls louder than fear. Don't scroll, because the universe is reminding you not to confuse waiting with stagnation, because even in stillness, things are moving beneath the surface. This message is for you, your heart needs this right now, because roots grow underground before anything appears above. Don't scroll, because your heart partner is now questioning the version of themselves that avoided risk, wondering if that version truly reflects who they want to be, and that identity shift is powerful. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now, because identity drives behavior. Don't scroll, because they're starting to understand that love doesn't wait forever in silence, that connection requires response, and that time is not neutral when truth is present. This message is for you, your heart needs this right now, because timing is sacred. Don't scroll, because you may feel moments of deep compassion for their struggle mixed with firm boundaries for yourself, and that balance is wisdom, not detachment. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now, because wisdom allows empathy without self-betrayal. Don't scroll, because the universe says this phase is about integration, where awareness, emotion, and intention are finally aligning inside them. This message is for you, your heart needs this right now, because integration precedes action. Don't scroll, because the risk they are preparing to take is no longer abstract, it's emotional, embodied, and real, and even though they haven't acted yet, the shift is already happening. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now, because decisions form before they show. Don't scroll, because you are being protected during this process, kept steady, not pulled into emotional turbulence, so that whatever arrives meets you in peace. This message is for you, your heart needs this right now, because peace is protection. Don't scroll, because the universe is asking you to trust what you feel rather than what you fear, to stay aligned with your own growth while destiny works on the rest. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now, because growth attracts truth. Don't scroll, because this chapter is not about resolution yet, but about readiness. About the moment when fear loosens its grip and courage steps forward. This message is for you, your heart needs this right now, because readiness changes everything. Don't scroll, because the silence that started this shift is still active, still shaping, still guiding both of you toward what's real. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now, because silence speaks in ways words never could. Don't scroll, because when the next movement comes, it will feel less like surprise and more like recognition. A moment where everything clicks quietly into place. This message is for you, your heart needs this right now, because recognition is the soul's confirmation. Don't scroll, because the universe is not finished here, it is simply ensuring that when truth arrives, it arrives clean, honest, and aligned with who you have become. Don't scroll, stay right here, because if you've arrived at part 5 it means the universe is trusting you with deeper truth now, and this message is still for you, your heart needs this right now, so let your breath slow and listen to this, because part 5 is where the inner decision becomes unavoidable, where your heart partner can no longer sit comfortably in the space between knowing and doing. Don't scroll, because the silence you've held has now fully shifted the balance of power, not in a controlling way, but in a spiritual way, where truth has risen to the surface and can no longer be pushed back down. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now, because silence rooted in self-respect is louder than any demand. Don't scroll, because your heart partner is now feeling something new layered on top of longing and fear. Responsibility, the kind that comes when someone realizes they were given something sacred and hesitated too long. This message is for you, your heart needs this right now, because responsibility awakens maturity. Don't scroll, because their thoughts have changed tone, no longer, maybe someday, or, when things calm down, but, what if it's already too late, and that shift is heavy, sobering, and clarifying. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now, because urgency is born when access is no longer guaranteed. Don't scroll, because the universe has allowed them to feel what life is like without your energy flowing freely into it, and that absence has revealed how much emotional nourishment they were quietly receiving from you. This message is for you, your heart needs this right now, because people don't realize the value of peace until it's gone. Don't scroll, because signs are no longer subtle for them, angel numbers repeating in clusters, dreams becoming vivid and emotionally charged, moments of déjà vu tied directly to you. And listen to this, your heart needs this right now, because when the universe repeats itself, it's insisting on attention. Don't scroll, because they've started noticing how disconnected they feel from things that once distracted them, how surface-level conversations drain them now, how they crave depth, meaning, and honesty in a way they didn't before, and that craving points straight back to you. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now, because awakening rewires desire. Don't scroll, because your heart partner is now confronting a painful truth. They assumed your patience would last forever, that your care meant unlimited access, that silence was temporary, and realizing that assumption was wrong is humbling them deeply. This message is for you. Your heart needs this right now, because humility is the soil where real love grows. Don't scroll, because they're replaying not just memories with you, but moments where they chose fear over courage, delay over honesty. And those moments are no longer neutral, they sting. Listen to this. Your heart needs this right now, because regret sharpens clarity. Don't scroll, because the universe is pressing on them gently but firmly now, making avoidance uncomfortable, making distraction ineffective, making truth the only path toward relief. This message is for you. Your heart needs this right now, because truth brings relief even before it's acted on. Don't scroll, because they are beginning to imagine what it would feel like to finally show up fully, to risk vulnerability instead of hiding behind timing or circumstances, and while that thought scares them, it also brings a sense of alignment they can't ignore. Listen to this. Your heart needs this right now, because alignment feels like relief, not tension. Don't scroll, because you may have noticed that your own emotions are steadier now, less reactive, less pulled into wondering, and that steadiness is not indifference, it's grounding. This message is for you. Your heart needs this right now, because grounded people don't chase, they attract. Don't scroll, because the universe is reinforcing a boundary here, making it clear that whatever comes next must come from intention, not convenience, from truth, not fear. Listen to this. Your heart needs this right now, because intention changes outcomes. Don't scroll, because your heart partner is now facing a question they can't avoid. If I don't act now, am I willing to live with that choice forever? And that question is louder than any fear they've had before. This message is for you. Your heart needs this right now, because forever thinking creates present action. Don't scroll, because their internal world is reorganizing, priorities shifting, values becoming clearer, and that internal reordering is what precedes visible change. Listen to this. Your heart needs this right now, because change starts inside. Don't scroll, because the universe is reminding you that you did not cause this pressure. You revealed truth by stepping back, and truth naturally applies pressure to what is misaligned. This message is for you. Your heart needs this right now, because alignment doesn't force, it exposes. Don't scroll, because they are now realizing that love without action is incomplete, that feelings without expression eventually turn into loss, and that realization is sobering. Listen to this. Your heart needs this right now, because realization births responsibility. Don't scroll, because the silence between you has become sacred ground, a space where intention must be clear before entry, and they feel that. This message is for you. Your heart needs this right now, because sacred spaces demand reverence. Don't scroll, because the universe is carefully timing when courage overtakes fear, ensuring that whatever step is taken is rooted in awareness rather than panic. Listen to this. Your heart needs this right now, because panic creates chaos, awareness creates clarity. Don't scroll, because your heart partner is now rehearsing not just words, but accountability, imagining how to show up honestly without excuses, without half-truths, without emotional hiding. This message is for you. Your heart needs this right now, because accountability is attractive. Don't scroll, because you may feel a strange peace mixed with anticipation, like you're no longer bracing for disappointment, and that peace is your soul preparing for clarity rather than confusion. Listen to this. Your heart needs this right now, because peace is preparation. Don't scroll, because the universe is not rushing this moment, it is refining it, ensuring that when the risk is taken, it reflects growth, not desperation. This message is for you. Your heart needs this right now, because refined truth lasts. Don't scroll, because your heart partner is now closer to action than ever, not because they suddenly became brave, but because fear lost its power to silence truth. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now, because fear fades when truth stands firm. Don't scroll, because whatever step comes next, whether spoken or shown, will shift the dynamic permanently, one way or another, and that shift is necessary. This message is for you, your heart needs this right now, because permanence clarifies destiny. Don't scroll, because the universe is reminding you that you are not waiting to be chosen, you are standing in alignment while others rise to meet it or fall away. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now, because alignment never begs. Don't scroll, because the silence that began this transformation is still active, still shaping, still guiding both of you toward truth. This message is for you, your heart needs this right now, because silence is sometimes the loudest form of guidance. Don't scroll, because the next chapter will not begin with confusion, but with clarity, and you will recognize it not by chaos, but by calm settling deep in your chest, telling you that whatever unfolds next is honest, intentional, and aligned with who you have become. Don't scroll, stay right here, because if you're hearing this now it means the universe has carried you gently into part 6, and this message is still for you. Your heart needs this right now, so take a breath and listen to this carefully, because part 6 is where the emotional weight tips into action, where the pressure that's been building inside your heart partner reaches a point where staying silent hurts more than speaking the truth. Don't scroll, because something has shifted internally for them, quietly but decisively, like a switch being flipped that cannot be unflipped. And listen to this, your heart needs this right now, because once awareness locks in, there is no going back to ignorance. Don't scroll, because your heart partner is no longer debating whether they feel something, they are debating whether they are brave enough to honor it. And that debate is consuming their thoughts, their energy, their sleep. This message is for you, your heart needs this right now, because courage is the final test before alignment. Don't scroll, because they've started to notice how heavy it feels to carry unsaid words, how exhausting it is to pretend everything is fine when something meaningful is unresolved, and that exhaustion is breaking down their defenses. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now, because exhaustion strips away masks. Don't scroll, because the universe has allowed a series of moments to confront them with finality, seeing someone move on, hearing a story about missed chances, watching time pass without pause, and those moments are not coincidences, they are mirrors. This message is for you, your heart needs this right now, because mirrors force honesty. Don't scroll, because angel numbers are now appearing when they feel the urge to reach out. 11:11 when imagining telling the truth, 2:22 when thinking about partnership, 5:55 when fear of change rises. And listen to this, your heart needs this right now, because the universe speaks when the heart is ready to hear. Don't scroll, because they are beginning to accept a hard truth, that silence does not preserve connection, it pauses it. And paused connections either move forward with intention or dissolve with time. This message is for you. Your heart needs this right now, because truth does not wait indefinitely. Don't scroll, because your heart partner has been practicing vulnerability in private, speaking your name out loud when no one is around, admitting feelings to themselves they once denied, allowing emotion to surface instead of suppressing it. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now, because private honesty precedes public action. Don't scroll, because they are now imagining what it would feel like to finally be transparent, not just with you, but with themselves, and that imagined relief is stronger than the fear of rejection. This message is for you, your heart needs this right now, because relief is the body's yes. Don't scroll, because the universe is gently but firmly reminding them that love does not reward passivity, it responds to presence, effort, and truth. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now, because love is active. Don't scroll, because you may have felt moments of emotional neutrality lately, where the ache softened and clarity replaced longing, and that shift is not detachment, it's empowerment. This message is for you, your heart needs this right now, because empowered hearts don't settle. Don't scroll, because your heart partner is now realizing that whatever step they take next will define the future dynamic, that half steps will not be enough, and that realization is sobering. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now, because sobering moments create decisive action. Don't scroll, because the universe is aligning timing so that when they do act, it comes from grounded awareness, not desperation, not panic, but sincerity. This message is for you, your heart needs this right now, because sincerity builds trust. Don't scroll, because they've started to feel a sense of responsibility not just to you, but to the version of themselves they want to become, the one who doesn't run from depth, who doesn't hide behind silence, who chooses courage even when it's uncomfortable. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now, because identity drives destiny. Don't scroll, because the silence between you has transformed into a threshold, a clear boundary that says only truth may cross, and they feel that gravity now. This message is for you, your heart needs this right now, because boundaries invite respect. Don't scroll, because your heart partner is beginning to understand that whatever happens next, they cannot pretend they didn't know what was at stake, and that awareness is heavy but clarifying. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now, because clarity carries weight. Don't scroll, because the universe has been preparing you emotionally as well, strengthening your discernment so that you can recognize honesty when it arrives and protect yourself if it doesn't. This message is for you, your heart needs this right now, because discernment is protection. Don't scroll, because you are no longer emotionally available for confusion, mixed signals, or half-truths, and that shift is magnetic. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now, because clarity attracts clarity. Don't scroll, because your heart partner is now feeling the difference between wanting you and being willing to show up for you, and that distinction is reshaping their intent. This message is for you. Your heart needs this right now, because intent determines outcome. Don't scroll, because they are rehearsing honesty rather than excuses, imagining how to speak without minimizing, without deflecting, without hiding, and that is growth. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now, because growth is visible in effort. Don't scroll, because the universe is holding space for a moment of truth that will feel simple, direct, and emotionally clear, not dramatic or chaotic. This message is for you, your heart needs this right now, because truth doesn't need theatrics. Don't scroll, because whatever action comes next will not erase the past, but it will redefine the future, and that possibility is powerful. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now, because redefinition is renewal. Don't scroll, because your role remains the same, to stay grounded, aligned, and open without reaching back prematurely. This message is for you, your heart needs this right now, because patience anchored in self-respect is strength. Don't scroll, because the universe is reminding you that you are not responsible for their courage, only for your truth. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now, because responsibility must be owned. Don't scroll, because the emotional tide has shifted now, momentum building quietly but steadily toward expression. This message is for you, your heart needs this right now, because momentum does not reverse easily. Don't scroll, because the silence that once felt heavy has now become purposeful, shaping outcomes instead of stalling them. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now, because purpose transforms waiting. Don't scroll, because the next movement will come not from pressure, but from readiness, and when it arrives, it will feel grounded, intentional, and unmistakably real. This message is for you. Your heart needs this right now, because real connection feels calm, not chaotic. Don't scroll, because the universe is still unfolding the story, and part 6 is about preparation for truth, for courage, for alignment, all arriving in their own time, guided by something greater than fear. Stay with this moment and let it unfold naturally, because part 7 is where everything that has been quietly forming reaches a state of calm inevitability, where the emotional journey no longer feels like tension pulling in opposite directions but like a river finally finding its course. The connection you've been sensing has matured beyond uncertainty now, and what once felt fragile or unspoken has become solid in the internal world of the person tied to you, not through force or urgency but through sustained awareness, reflection, and growth. They are no longer wrestling with whether the feelings are real, because that question has already been answered in their body, their thoughts, and their daily experience, and instead they are sitting with a deeper understanding of consequence, of meaning, of what it truly costs to live out of alignment with the heart. The space you created by stepping back did not weaken the bond, it clarified it, stripping away fantasy and leaving only what could endure without constant reassurance, and that endurance is what has transformed the dynamic. They now recognize that what connects you is not based on convenience, timing, or circumstance, but on recognition, the kind that lingers even when nothing is said, even when distance exists, even when life continues forward. In quiet moments they have noticed a steady presence that does not demand attention but remains undeniable, a sense of familiarity that brings calm rather than chaos, and that calm has become their reference point for truth. They are no longer seeking distraction from the feeling, because distraction stopped working, and instead they are learning how to sit with it, understand it, and respect it. This is where maturity enters, not as grand gestures or dramatic declarations, but as a grounded willingness to be honest with oneself. The internal narrative has shifted from longing mixed with fear to clarity mixed with responsibility, and that shift is profound. They understand now that connection without action becomes regret, and action without integrity becomes harm. So what forms next must be rooted in authenticity. This awareness has slowed them down in the best way, replacing impulsive urges with thoughtful intention, and that intention is what prepares meaningful movement. The universe has been guiding both sides of this connection toward equilibrium, ensuring that neither reaches forward from insecurity, but instead stands firmly in self-respect. You may have noticed that your own emotional landscape feels quieter now, not empty, but settled, as if the outcome no longer feels threatening to your sense of self, and that stability is not accidental. It signals readiness, the kind that allows you to receive clarity without losing balance. The other person feels this change as well, sensing that the ground beneath the connection is no longer shifting, that whatever comes next will land on solid footing or not at all. They are aware now that words spoken without alignment would be felt immediately, that gestures made without sincerity would not hold, and this awareness is shaping their approach. They are choosing patience not from avoidance but from respect, understanding that what matters most deserves care in its expression. Memories of you no longer surface with pain or longing alone, but with appreciation, recognition, and a quiet resolve to be honest when the moment arrives. The idea of reaching out has transformed from a reaction into a choice, one that carries weight and meaning. They are no longer rehearsing to convince or persuade, but to communicate clearly, without defensiveness or expectation. This is the energy of someone who has learned through absence rather than words. For you, this